Pricing strategies, just like any other traditional marketing, they're integral. They're made up of components such as fixed and variable costs and the level of demand that's involved. But within the net, you could really focus on selling products to different people and groups based on their willingness to pay and the value of what it means to them. So free and freemium, huge. Giving away a lot of content for free, very, very surface type content, but useful content to, let's say, 95% of the market, to upsell them for heavy duty research to that 5% at a subscription value of $100 or $1,000 a year, based on you're really going after that premium level, but because you're generating market awareness by giving away white papers for free, for example, and surface research of trends, you give those hardcore industry studies on the premium level at a cost. Multiple versions of products, low-level features versus very extensive levels of features, set at different prices. Bundling, buy one, get one free, buy two, get one for a discounted price that's less than buying two individually. You'll see that a lot within Amazon type, buying multiple books on similar topics. And then the whole idea on the internet, huge capability to do dynamic pricing based on things like auctions, driving pricing up, yield management based on availability, classic in the reservation system. So how many rooms are left at a hotel? You could go to the hotel and find there's a lot of rooms left, so they might be cheaper, or hotel.com is buying up all of those leftover rooms. You go to their site and find yourself sitting next to somebody who paid 3 times the price for that same hotel room. Flash marketing or deal marketing, again, dynamic pricing based on hours of the day. You get 50% off for the next 4 hours, and then after that it goes back to your normal pricing. The whole idea of long tail is real important, because this is where you can get to boutique, low demand items that are obscure but are hard to find. And to do these long tail effectively in brick and mortar is really almost obsolete nowadays. But on the internet, you could set up as an individual a set of obscure products with little demand and have that as a side business, or make that a full business. Or you could be a business that works a portfolio of sets of different products of similar nature or differing nature with little demand each, but the scalability of your ability to handle those products with little demand and multitudes of them allows you to make a good business out of that. So substantial revenue, can be garnered through inventory costs, especially if you're not running your distribution center yourself, leveraging marketing across multiple product lines, your website across multiple product lines, and then as you become more adept at search engine and recommendation engines, be able to leverage those tools. Varieties of channels, not just one channel, so not just web, but social channels, mobile channels, email channels, display advertising channels, both and as well as store channels, or using value-added resellers, especially in the B2B space. So you have resellers or distributors that actually will sell your products. The challenge there is in certain markets, or maybe across the board in all markets, you want to make sure that multiple channels do not compete with each other, or you minimize the ability to compete. So let's say in the United States, you will sell through stores, or you will use value-added resellers and agents to sell your products in global markets, non-US markets. So to kind of reduce, if not eliminate, channel conflict. Partnerships are a big way to avoid channel conflict. So if you want to move your products through, let's say, Hewlett-Packard and they rebrand or private label your products, that might be a way, because the consumer either doesn't see it directly, or they're participating in different markets that you're not participating directly in. So, Internet's main impacts are on the scope and the breadth of marketing communications, as well as the rich ability of Marcom. This is a hugely information-intensive, data-intensive marketplace today. All markets are involved in this. All e-commerce companies, all businesses are now media companies, and they have to be driving information and collecting data and analyzing that data and acting on that data and information as they turn that data into information. The always-on mobile environment expands opportunities, so people are always on, they're always 24/7 able to. Now, not each individual, but your doors are open 24/7. And you need to be tracking this information, files, web transaction logs, storing this information in warehouses, data mining, and using tools that help you with your big data crunch. So many companies collect data or have data inherently collected by their CRM systems, by their e-commerce systems, and very few are doing a lot with them. That's a whole area of impact. So as you're collecting these web transactions, many companies, again, have this inherently built into their web server platform, which running their e-commerce and their CRM databases, recording the web activity, huge amount of information. Combine that with consumers that are registering, signing up, combine that with shopping cart patterns and that data, and triangulate the major patterns of interest in purchasing, what's happening, what's selling, what's not selling, what's being abandoned. And after the home pages, where do the users go? First, second, third? And how long does it take them to put stuff in the basket? And then click the buy button. And where are they walking away from the buy button? Lots of questions can be answered through this. Tracking files through cookies. What apps are they downloading? So tracking users as they move, not only through your site, but move from site to site, which was the double-click model we showed earlier. Your database is so huge. Again, internet and e-commerce marketing, digital commerce marketing is all about data. So storing that data, understanding its attributes. Your database management system must be created, maintained, and actively accessed to provide information to consumers, as well as to administrators, managers, merchandisers, marketers. Typical components of your databases are structured query language that allow you to manipulate the data used in your relational database. And again, from a technical standpoint, relational database definition right here. Feel free to go into a little bit more detail. What you'll find is today these common competitive companies are using these common terms, data warehouse and data mining. The warehouse, obviously, for collecting this transactional consumer data for a later offline analysis by marketers and site managers, but then mining that once they've got that location in the warehouse. And the very creative companies are not only analyzing that information through queries, through models that they've put in place that are building recommendations that are changing the operation of your e-commerce site based on rules from that data. Being able to loop that back in to think about it, to your advertising, to your merchandising, to your positioning through automated functions. And I spent a lot of time doing that, building a commerce intelligence product at Interworld for our Commerce Exchange product line, where we actually collected all the clickstream data, the transaction data, the customer profile data, the customer purchase history data, put that into a data warehouse, mined that data using a variety of tools. So we had different data types coming in, extracted it, loaded it into the data mine, into the data warehouse, and then mined it through analytical tools like MicroStrategy and Cognos. And then with those insights, either made intellectual decisions and then coded changes to promotions and marketing and merchandising, or had rules set up and models set up that would automatically kick off predefined campaigns that we had thought about once the data reached that level. So very, very interesting and exciting area of big data manipulation. So what is big data? It's a variety of things. It's drowning in data from web traffic, email, social media content. Especially social media content is so unstructured. How do you provide rationale around it? Traditional relational database are unable to process these huge volumes. So you have open source solutions like Hadoop, which use massively scalable distributed processing across many, many low-cost servers so they can do simultaneous computations and deliver results upstream. So, CRM data, another big area. Collecting what is the usage by your consumers, what products are they using, what products are they buying, what products are they investigating, from their patterns, from their behavior, from their profile information, what is their demographic, from their IP address, what is their psychographic data, what is their behavior data, how much profitability is each customer or customer group, what is the contact history that you've had back with that customer, how much have you engaged with them, how often, how frequent. You don't want to be overburdening them, but you also want to, we haven't talked to you in 6 weeks. Here's some new information that might be of interest. Let us know if you want more information. And selectively and prudently sharing consumer and sales information through knowing your customer and having that relationship. This information can be used by your product management and product development teams to develop, and then through your marketing teams to sell additional products. Identify profitable customers as individuals or as groups of customers for new product lines, and to optimize services and delivery mechanisms, to understand their satisfactions, dissatisfactions, fix problems, improve even good delivery and engagement. So CRM system, this is a great area that you need to be thinking about for any e-commerce environment. Should be a key part of your holistic end-to-end e-commerce. Consumer touch points from a variety of areas. You look at the bottom, from the phone, from the direct sales force, going out and meeting B2B customers, from your website, from your brick and mortar store, from the social network conversations, from mail, from email, pushing that data up through your transactions and your operational data, the web traffic, aggregating, cleaning that data, maintaining your customer databases in your warehouses. Doing that business intelligence, data mining, modeling, analysis, and reporting, and then pushing that over to marketing campaigns, advertising campaigns. This is exactly the type of closed loop that we did with Inner World Commerce Intelligent Product Line, which I helped develop.